Welcome to the Ultimate Hockey Podcast.
Gretzky going in, Suter trying to get back. Gretzky with the shot, score!
Here's Lemieux. The center penalty coming up. Look at Lemieux. Oh my heavens. What a goal. What a move. Lemieux. Oh baby.
Brown ahead for Murray. Murray going in. He scores! Here's another shot. Right by the score! And he does it!
We're the best. I've been telling you the best.
Yeah, fucking stop!
I got a fucking rocket in my pants.
Campoli trying to clear it. Ball, shoots, scores!
Trade me right fucking now. Trade me right fucking now.
Welcome back to old-time hockey.
What is this, Niner? This is number Niner.
Oilers. Yeah, McDavid's taking it.
Welcome to the Ultimate Hockey Podcast, number Niner.
Wow,
Yeah.
he's on it.
So, yeah, big news, I guess, tonight. Well, we'll start with the playoffs because it's the most pertinent. We'll go back to the Canucks stuff. Or do we want to start with the Canucks stuff?
I was going to say start with a moment of silence for Marc-Andre Fleury reaching retirement tonight because they were eliminated. One of the most loved players, goalies on the NHL.
Just personalities, right? Like,
Prankster.
Yeah, moving like bedrooms into hallways,
Taping up Crosby's gear.
taking the tires off your vehicle. And
I like
leaving
his
up on
smile.
blocks.
Got a nice smile.
and he never stopped.
No.
Like mid-game, like even in the playoffs, when he goes in or whatever, like he's laughing with the guys. It's overtime, like
Double
it's no
overtime
big deal,
last game.
and yeah, like so the stories you hear and everything, like he's going to be missed around the NHL. And, viewership amongst us, right? Like he's kind of a super rare breed of individual and talent. And, like you say, man, he's gone now. I hope he sticks around. I hope he gets into
Minnesota's new personality director.
something, right? Like, TNT or gets onto like, helping the media down in the States, on one of the major networks, because I think, with his little French accent and everything going, like that would pump them up too for that. So all the best, Marc-Andre, and thank you for the amazing story that was your career, man. It was great to watch. So cheers. Yeah, that's number one, I guess. And then on that, yeah, so Minnesota's out.
Yep.
Minnesota's out.
They're out, which means Vegas is through.
Vegas, Edmonton,
Ottawa's out.
Carolina, Washington,
Ottawa's out.
Toronto,
Vegas is out.
Florida.
In.
There's
And
some
then we
good
have a Game
matchups.
7 coming with Colorado, Dallas.
That'll be good.
Yeah. So
And
the Edmonton, like let's look at Edmonton. Let's talk about Edmonton, LA. Like LA almost came. Like they almost. I don't know.
Was the final 5-3? Is that what it is?
5-3, 6-3, something like
Yeah.
that. Interesting stat. Evan Bouchard is second on the list of the all-time points per game
Yeah, I saw this,
defenseman in playoff history.
Yeah, well,
Behind Bobby Orr.
he's still up.
Evan Bouchard.
Yeah, but okay, playoffs, cool. Is he worth all that money all year long too?
Well, is he worth any money? Because, is he a liability as well? Is he a good point scorer or what?
I think Edmonton's based on a team of liabilities on defense and a positive on offense. So, I don't know. I think Edmonton will do just fine, even if he's the liability back on D.
But that's their problem, right? Like, their initial issues with LA in the beginning was that the scores were running up and the goals were ridiculous. And, the goalies weren't playing that good as well. But, hey, Pickard. Hey, he had a great game
I was
tonight.
just gonna say, man. Hey, Edmonton, good for you. You beat the Los Angeles Kings. You were kind of fucking supposed to. You didn't make it look super easy, and your number one goalie is you're not like you got out of the first round with probably a pretty pissed off Connor McDavid, a pretty pissed off Draisaitl. They had a team, like a coach's team meeting, except for those two, because those two are like the only two that are like the superheroes of the team that don't need to listen to the coach yell for 10 minutes, I guess. Fucking. No, you guys, I loved it because they clipped to them. The two guys are taping their sticks in the dressing room, like Draisaitl's fixing his fucking shoulder pad or his knee pads, like, and it's like you can't hear the coach in the other room, like I just laughed my head off watching. We're going to commercial, and anyway.
How about shaving that terrible mustache, Stuart Skinner?
Ugh. Well, whatever. He's going to be on the bench. Yeah, shave it so I don't have to see you on the bench, because you're probably going to ride that pine in the second round when they're going against Vegas now, right?
Yeah. Mustaches.
So
we got to get him out.
But
like Forsberg, Philip Forsberg, please stop it.
Like, it's the 70s, and he's got the flow too. Like the 70s porn star is called. Hello? Yeah, we want our mustache and fucking flow back. Yeah. Well, Skinner's got it, so he's not stealing anything right now, so you can go steal that shit from him. Like,
I mean, November, okay.
November.
There's an excuse, but all year long, stop it.
What about Crosby? Crosby had the cringy mustache, goes to the Four Nations, lose.
Yeah.
Shave it off, win.
Is that true?
Yeah. He shaved it off and then they started winning.
You were keeping tabs on the mustache?
It's hard not to. Hard not to.
Hey, this might be coming back. I had a pretty big one for a while, yeah. I'm like doing it by accident now for a little bit. But Edmonton, I want to try and get back to Edmonton.
Yeah.
Because their next opponent, which is it's the Vegas Golden Knights, right? Like, is that not how it's all slated to go?
Yeah. I listed everything.
They're a bigger, faster, stronger, tougher, stronger, better LA team, in my opinion.
Of course.
Their goaltender,
Aiden Hill, pretty good.
Yeah, like
second string Canada.
He looked human in the first round too, right? Like, hey man, we're all human, but like I get it. So I don't know. I've concerns there, but that's it. But I mean, they've got stud defensemen in front of them, so like, and that's just it. Like, they just have to contain McDavid and Draisaitl, and I think it's just going to be a tough series. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not hopeful for Edmonton's
was instrumental in taking over the LA Kings. They just needed some more muscle, more
there's still the one-trick pony, man.
Toughness.
One-trick pony.
And he scored a couple goals, big goals. And he's from North Shore Winter Club. So congrats, Evander Kane. You're still doing well.
I just have too many Army buddies that are all Edmonton fans.
Did I tell the Evander Kane story, like how I got to play with him?
No.
And the passes?
No. I think we talked about it.
I was giving him garbage passes, and he could just knock down anything. It's pretty amazing. I like to say it.
You remember we ran into Evander Kane at a jewelry store. Do you remember that?
I do not.
Yeah. Me and you were at the jewelry store. It was like you had to be let into this jewelry store. They don't just like, the door's not just open.
What are you guys doing at a jewelry store?
Which one of the two of us was shopping?
I was shopping.
Okay.
You were coming with me.
Oh, yes.
And
I do remember
And
this.
Evander Kane was in there, and we didn't approach him or anything. We just gave him a nod.
I wanted to drop him at. So.
You did not.
No, he's a good.
No,
we gave him the head nod.
We gave him the respect. Like, we're not gonna,
Yeah.
run up to you and shake your hand and fucking bow down to you.
No.
But we know who you are, and we appreciate you. You're a good guy.
I remember that.
Yeah, just for the people who don't know, Evander Kane's dad is still slugging it out every 6 a.m. at Richmond Ice Center every day, teaching kids how to play hockey.
Awesome.
So what a fucking great story that is. And you probably know him.
I was gonna say but like the real backstory is actually I'm pretty sure Evander Kane probably still kind of supports his dad and what he does with those kids and that. Like Evander and his family are close.
drives a nice car, drives it into Richmond Ice Center, like roaring. And he gives kids shit. He's a tough coach. I like him. He's not one of these new snowflake coaches, so he inspires me as well when I see him coaching and making kids cry. But you know, you gotta
making kids cry. Oh, the best. Speaking of kids crying, the Quinn brothers are crying because they too are knocked out of the playoffs. Right? They got knocked out. Yeah. They're out of the dance now. So, you know, I saw a post about, and I guess this is a segue because I'm kind of done talking about the playoffs right now because there's so much Canucks shit to talk about. But yeah, segue about who the next coach of the Canucks could be, and it could be the Quinn brothers' father.
What?
Because then all the boys want to play in Vancouver. Yeah, I think it was a joke, but
I hope that was a joke.
Yeah, but anyway, they're done, and I mean, I guess I'm not surprised because I'm pretty sure I had them to lose 2, but lots of question marks moving forward with the Canucks, and that's kind of the segue there because. Holy moly. I mean, I feel like we talked, like, not even that long ago. And for a podcast with, like, the worst track record of, like, trying to keep a schedule for all of us.
For the record, it's a little hard to get 4 guys in a room at one time.
I know.
We have busy lives.
Right? But I do like that we do it this way instead of, like,
100%.
just online and whatever. But anyway. Rick Tocchet. I don't blame him for leaving. I would want to, too. The Vancouver media here, the absolute drama queen, the telenovela that he's had to go through since being here, and the ordeal with, like, nobody quits. You don't quit a good job. You quit poor management or poor leadership. And I think that is kind of telling here when it's been a revolving door of, I would say, kind of like headline top tier level NHL coaches. And at one point or another, all these guys, you know, were pretty successful, but it just seems like they can't get work past something. And I'm pretty sure, like, we kind of talked about it, I think, at least in the chat.
In group chat, that
the manager, like the personnel group.
But look at the coaches after Alain Vigneault.
Okay.
You got Tortorella. What did he last? A season?
He usually lasts only 2 or 3 with any club.
Yeah, but he'll win a cup maybe in one of those 2 or 3 years.
He'll motivate you for a year.
He won a cup? Who did he win a cup with?
Didn't he coach the Lightning to win? He was the head coach of Lightning, didn't he? Fact check.
I know off the top of my head.
When the Lightning won, I'm pretty sure Tortorella.
You might not be wrong. I think you.
That's off the top.
I
of
would
my
be
head.
pretty impressed with that, Elliot, if you got that right.
Regardless, we had
Google. Did Tortorella ever win the Stanley Cup?
You're killing our show.
Moment of
One Stanley Cup.
With who?
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to find it. And I don't know that the
Android
Google
phones.
thing should make it. We might have to edit that out because everybody's phone just went off.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times.
Yeah. I just realized that. Okay, it says, he's won over 14 years. It's I don't know. This is me doing it on the spot. Talk about something else.
So we had Tortorella.
Yep.
Yes.
Who was next? Travis Green?
Travis Green.
I think so.
Travis Green.
I'm not
He would probably be the longest reigning coach after Alain Vigneault, with probably 3 or 4 seasons.
Oh, I miss Alain Vigneault, man.
Vigneault was good.
He was, then from Travis Green, we went to Bruce Boudreau.
Yep.
For a season and a half.
Something like that. And it
Bruce.
was
And then-
enjoyable. Bruce is always awesome.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And then to
was
Rick
fun.
Tocchet.
Yep.
And what's that, 2 years? Two and a half, maybe?
2.5.
Yeah.
I want
I
like
don't think we left on a good note with Bruce Boudreau. So
I want like a Scotty Bowman who sticks with us for like 20 years.
Yeah, but nobody sticks with us for 20 years or 5 years.
Oh,
or
shit.
3 years.
He's right. Elliot, you win.
Yeah, he won it with Tampa Bay. In, I guess, 04, maybe?
Andrew Chuck? Is that Andrew
That's
Chuck?
Andrew Chuck. I think that was his first win after like a 78-year career or whatever. I think that was like one of his first wins or whatever. There was something about that on the team. But anyway, yeah, like Tortorella knows his shit.
But
like,
to bring it back, it's not so much the coaches.
Nope.
It's the man.
well, no, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
know.
don't leave. Man, we all had, what was your favorite job? We've all had that best job ever. And you've probably had to leave it or quit it because of a shitty boss, right? Or poor management, or like some indecision somewhere, or like, and what I'm getting at, and to your point, is like if Tocchet can't get Tocchet hockey players, well, he ain't going to want to coach here. Because he can't, you can't have Tocchet hockey without the Tocchet hockey players.
It's basically a Jerry Jones situation where you got the owner, not so much in this case the owner, but the general manager who's trying to run the team as the coach as well.
Yeah, but
like there has to be communication.
Where have we gone? Like Trevor Linden years ago said, hey, let's rebuild the team.
Yeah.
And we got what? No, we're not rebuilding. We're going to make another run for the cup. We're going to pick up some free agent superstars, pay some money, and go. And that was like 6 years ago, 5. Where are we now? Back to the same spot. What should we have done? Probably rebuild. Definitely, I wouldn't say it's necessarily head of operations. Might be a little higher.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Francesco. Fucking rebuild. We're done. Get rid of Hughes.
Well, we just had a bad circumstance.
Clean the whole fucking team.
Whoa!
Why not just
Clear the whole
We were one
team.
goal away from beating Edmonton last year, and they went on to the Stanley Cup
Why not
Finals.
just sell the team? Let's go back.
So we just had a bad circumstances this year.
Well, and on that, if we are going to bring it all the way back to the beginning of the year, because everybody talks about, like, look at Tocchet's tenure when he came in. He immediately turned that franchise around. And like he won the Jack, did he not win or come close to winning the Jack Adams? Like he, like obviously was doing really well and had the team, like at least doing what he wanted, how he wanted it. And then like personnel changed, right? Like we lost our big stud heavy defenseman. We lost like some players, and that's frustrating as a coach because like you kind of need these cornerstones, like if you're playing chess, you expect to have a rook at a certain spot, or you expect to have, your knight or your queen. When these things get swapped out for, no. In the future, though, these guys are going to be upgraded and like you're going to be happy with that. Well, no, man, my job, I'm expected to win right fucking now. Like you can't keep moving changing these goalposts on me. How frustrating is that? We've all had goalposts move on us in everything, in every aspect of our life here. As a head coach for an NHL team, you can't keep doing that. You got to kind of have him, and it just seems like in this year alone, he hasn't been able to. We lost our world A-star number 1 goaltender to probably a career-ending injury.
Yep.
Like he'll never, I hate to say it, but I don't believe he's ever going to be that same goalie.
Back where he was, yeah.
Right? Like, man, them's the breaks, and it's tough. But
so then what does it come down to? Is it management that's not involving him in the decision making on the team?
Yeah, I think
because that to me that is a part that the coach should be a part of. Definitely.
But
like,
you got people that want to be in control of everything, or people that think they know something better than you.
Yeah, and I'm sure money and purse strings come into it, and I love hockey. I love the game of hockey, and I love my team and the story of it and stuff. I don't follow the financial side of it, and I'm sure that can be, a dissuading factor on some of these decisions. But, I hate to say it, but like if you're owning a franchise, you might have to take a few red years before you start seeing some black. And on that, like, whoever you guys are hiring or keeping employed for your, like, here's me on a rant now. Sorry, everybody. But how many team colors are there?
Like jerseys?
Yes.
As many as every other team.
Good save.
No.
I'm going to hit you in the head with something.
There should be 3 jerseys.
The point I'm trying to make, I guess, is the skate. There's the skate jersey we all love.
Yes.
There's the C.
The alternate.
There's the hockey stick.
We don't use those.
We don't use the
There's the hockey stick. It's still there in some of the jerseys and things. The flying, you see the V, you see the millionaires. We've had such an identity crisis here in Vancouver. Like, it has to stop. Please let it stop. Like,
it's because we got heritage on it.
Take a poop or get off the pot. Heritage, yeah. So pick one and stick with it. Like, we went to the sea with Orca Bay when they bought it because, Orca Bay. So keep it or don't. But let's not, because we all hate it. Yep. We all love that one. Sorry for pointing. The skate. And we all love that one, and we had this conversation over nachos and Edmonton winning.
Yeah, but you just said, like, he might have to go through some red years to get some black years.
Right, so...
But he tries to avoid that by merchandise.
Yes. So have your next New Jersey be the one color scheme and logo. It's like the WWE. How many fucking world titles do you need? There should be one guy. It should be the champ.
Most people just follow the crowd, but there are people that will stick to what they love.
Of course, yeah.
And it's me, and it's you, and probably you guys that I keep buying the freaking skate.
But you buy the skate because it's reminiscent of the past,
right?
And the people that aren't really fans just buy what social media is telling them, and that's what the Canucks are posting, or it's like every 3 or 4 years the NHL is like,
or whatever's on sale.
Or whatever's
on sale.
Different colors for home and away this time.
Did you even?
No, he didn't make it there. Different colors for home and away.
Weird, I know, but whatever. That's funny.
No, seriously, you usually have to turn it on with the switch.
Oh.
So who?
I don't know if it's the clap.
Well, it looks like the switch is like half on.
It's probably
half
a motion sensor.
No, whatever.
No, the switch looks half on.
It's not a motion
For those
sensor.
of you just listening, you weirdos, the lights flickered in here and we're laughing about it.
Okay.
So who would you point the finger at for all of this?
Aquilini.
Aquilini.
Sell me the team. Or no, who's
sell you the team?
Who's head of hockey operations?
Who did?
Who's
You remember
that?
Fire
Isn't that
Jim Benning? The Fire Benning campaign?
Gone.
Can we do that again?
Huh?
Do you remember the Fire Benning with the plane?
Fire.
And they had a
God.
hashtag Fire Benning? Mm-hmm. That seemed to work.
I mean, the Alvine group there or whatever, like, they've done some good things, I guess, but, you know, I don't want to be kind of like, what have you done for me lately, guy? But this team is a dumpster fire, and it has kind of been that way in the last little bit. There was the ray of sunshine when we got close to beating
Edmonton?
when all the stars aligned. Yeah, right? But, like,
That
hey,
was
man.
just last year, by the way.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like, I feel like we got there on hopes and dreams a little bit. Demko, like, playing as well as he did. We had the guy... When Zadorov came in, he was playing above his weight. Sorry, I know you're like fucking ready to punch me in the side here. But like, the stars aligned for a lot of this. They came in hot and heavy coming in after the Boudreau bullshit and everything, right? So like, they had momentum. And then did we ever slam on the brakes and fly through the windshield? Like, what the fuck happened?
Or was it the Janet Jones Illuminati that took over and decided Canucks are getting too damn close to getting back to the Stanley Cup? We don't like them.
Well,
I was
takeaways, Zadorov.
I was actually trying to segue. I was hoping you were going to say Jim Rutherford, because I wanted to bring up the waiting for Quinn Hughes to call me back.
Oh,
That's
right.
What
so
I was
is
trying to slip into
Rutherford's
that.
head of hockey operations then, right?
No, he's the Isn't he the general manager?
No, Alvin. I forget. Fucking
one of
whatever.
Fuck. See,
anyway, they're
that's
both. This is the thing. Is like they're both kind of like I'm sick of hearing about either or of them.
We'll just call him fuckface number one and
two.
fuckface number two.
Yeah, no, it's the essay. Anyway,
Swear jar.
Tweedledee and Tweedledeutsch. Because anyway, the two Germans. It's
anyways, so there's it's out there that he said to the media that he's waiting for Quinn Hughes to return his phone call after Rick Tocchet has announced he's not returning.
I mean,
this is the second time now in 2 weeks that he has leaked from what I would consider information that you don't leak to the public. You know, like if that was these are conversations that you keep behind closed doors. We shouldn't know about these conversations.
Yeah, but I think that's like kind of the guy going, hey, I don't want to be involved anymore. I kind of want to get out of here, so I'm going to make sure I'm just up front. So when shit goes sideways, they see it's not me.
Hey, guess what, Quinn? I'm fucking sick and tired of you not answering your phone. So now, guess what, media? Yeah.
Did you see him when he was talking and he was holding his coffee?
No.
He's fucking shaking like Gary Bettman, man. Oh, like he's so fucking old. Like
nervous. Could be nervous.
All right, new subject. Did you guys see LeBron take that dive today or yesterday?
No, I mean, when isn't he diving?
Did you look at the video, though? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Insert clip here.
It looks like he got shot.
I thought he was taking a nap in his old age.
So what was your theory about why he's doing this? He's doing this to win games?
It wasn't my theory. It was some guy I was at physio with who's apparently a basketball fan. He was like, well, if I was 40 years old and in the top of a sport and someone hits me, I'm pretty sure everything's going to hurt. So I'd probably go down too and like think how much the guy beat himself up on that. He's like, basically his thing is like LeBron's old. And then his other theory was LeBron does it so that when he goes down, the refs have to make the decision. He's doing it on national television.
That's right.
Do we continue this? Or do we go, oh, yeah, that's a penalty to make it look like this sport is actually the way it's supposed to be?
That's right. That's, I think, 100%. I think...
I've never seen so many players roll their eyes.
Yeah, like
exactly.
Exactly. It's getting out of control.
He's in the conversation for greatest all time all the time.
Yeah.
Because of his past. But he's 40. Like, hey, man, I get it. Everything hurts. I get you. But so he's kind of at the point in his career now, like where Wayne Gretzky, he said he knew it was time to hang him up when guys were warning him.
That they were
Heads up! I'm coming, Wayne. When he was like, like they're telling me they're coming to hit me. Like my situational awareness isn't where it used to be. Time to quit, hit him up, right? LeBron's kind of there because he's done so much for so long where now he's the old man who gets bumped. And I'm going to take my sweet fucking time getting up because it's going to take me a minute and a half. It's like a rest that I get that for free because you pushed me that hard, you know? Like it's embarrassing to watch. What I hate is his legacy because there's kids, I think of the youth quite a bit. They are looking up to people, and they're looking up to this motherfucker flopping around like a fish out of water for no good reason because what? Because you're an old man still holding on to the spotlight. You don't need to be there anymore. You like what did he didn't get he got 20 points, not even in the game, like in the last game. It was like 9 rebounds. It was not a triple anything, not a double anything. Like he was held to nothing. I mean, yeah, he's not the player he used to be. Maybe you want him in the dressing room or something, sure, but he's old news, man. You know, I'm happy to see Anthony Edwards move on. I think he's fucking a great young dude, and I want to see him perform, and I think he's going to do well. So, go Timberwolves.
Or was it the NBA Illuminati?
Because
hold on, if any,
this is going to be like the Illuminati episode.
Because if anybody is involved with the Illuminati more than one or two players, probably Shaq because of his rings, but LeBron James, I don't know if you guys have seen his pregame ritual where he does the this. No.
Yeah.
He does that, but most players.
That's the Jay-Z Illuminati sign thing. Yeah.
He does this.
Hova.
He does this, and he does that. So what do they mean? This is the Illuminati sign.
Okay.
Right. This
We're
is
so
666,
getting blacklisted, I can't.
666,
Oh,
and this is devil horns up to whatever he's pointing at. Right. So what is he doing? He's worshiping
Hey man,
the devil.
I
right?
already can't stand the guy, so yeah.
All right. So what are these Illuminati guys doing? They're trying to make money. That's their thing. And this thing about LeBron James diving right now is a hot topic. It's entertainment. It's all over social media. There are hundreds of social media accounts making a fortune off of his diving because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Right?
No press is bad press
I
for
like it.
a company, but there is bad press for an individual.
Yeah. Anyway.
So he knows about it, and he's now
Yeah.
into it. Right? It's his thing. I think because that last one was so ridiculous. That he knows it. He's just eating it up.
And
they're probably paying him to dive right now.
Yeah, but you're losing the respect of your coworkers.
Yes.
Like you're losing the respect of people that matter to your life.
Like you
if
said,
you only
Andre.
care about money,
We need
fine, go dive.
We need
If
some
you only
LeBron
care-
fans here just to debate this, right?
So, I was going to ask you, you hate LeBron because of this, or you've always hated him? Give me your honest answer.
I hate him because of this. I watched him at the beginning. I was like, okay, he's kind of interesting, kind of good. And then
Because
I
his-
got to hear a few interviews. I'm like, okay, he's not the nicest, but whatever.
Because
And
his
then-
backstory is pretty good.
Yeah, and
well, tell us.
even
What
like,
is it?
From what I know, he grew up without a father. It was his mom that raised him. She didn't have money to send him to any kind of fancy school or anything. He was good at basketball. I don't even know did he go to college? He must have. He must have got a scholarship.
I think it's safe to say that he might have gone straight to the NBA.
He might have out of high school.
I know
Yeah.
Kobe did.
Yeah.
Kobe didn't go to college. He went straight to the NBA.
I thought he played in Italy.
He did when he was 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But
So-
to grow up to grow up without the father figure and to dominate at a sport and make it that far, he lived in. I mean, he didn't live in a fancy neighborhood.
So he's a rags to riches story. Great.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, he got bought out by the Illuminati and he sold his soul.
Yeah, sure. Could very well be.
or he's just kind of
But I'm
money matters.
I'm
only.
comparing that to athletes that are basically given the silver spoon. Their dad played in the NHL, so they get to go in the NHL. That's not necessarily LeBron.
Yeah, okay, but the attitude that he came with was good. The attitude that got him the wins and the whatever the NBA trophy is there, that was good. He negotiated hey man, want to come play with me? Okay, take a little pay cut, but we'll get a cup. We'll get a trophy. That's a new tactic on how to get there. And that's great. And it works. And you wish other people would kind of get into that. But the attitude he got after winning a couple times was it's because of me. It's because of me.
Bingo.
And it's not because of him, it's because of everyone.
You asked me why I don't like LeBron?
Yeah.
Since day fucking one. It's me. It's always been about I with him. It's never been about the team. When you listen to Jordan back in the day, the team, we as a group, that mindset that Kobe has, I get it. You need to, you're the best in the world. You have to have that killer instinct and everything. 100%. There isn't an F1 driver that drives on that grid that doesn't think he's the fastest fucking driver in the world, and it's the car that's a piece of shit. Ask any one of them.
Yep.
So, no, LeBron, to me, has never exemplified a team guy. Then, and Now, I'll say this. I heard the story about Kobe not that long ago. One of his teammates said the same thing. Kobe seems like this cold, hard killer, like never passed the ball to anybody. There's a reason.
He wouldn't talk to one of his teammates.
There's a reason. Practice is at 8 o'clock. The team wants you there at 8 o'clock. Your job wants you there at 8 o'clock. What time are you going to be there?
If you arrive. You know my answer. Is that why?
If you arrive with Elliot, you're going to be 15 minutes late.
No. Damn. Elliot knows what my standards are.
Okay.
If you're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, if it's 7:50, you're already late.
Okay, perfect. So we're all saying the same thing. We're going to be there at 8 o'clock.
Well, us three maybe.
So, but okay, you're going to warm up maybe first. So 7:30, right? Maybe you're going to see the trainer first, so 7-ish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kobe's practicing already at 6. He's already warmed up and stretched, and he's already practicing for 2 fucking hours because he wants to be the best in the world. Yeah. And now he's warmed up for practice, where he practices with the rest of his teammates, who he then watches leave Before he does, where he finishes off, where he works on his threes, and he works on his long ball, and he works on all the other little shit that he hates, because that's when he's tired, and he knows he needs to really focus and concentrate on it. And guess what? He was one of the best in the world to ever do it because of that. Because of that teamwork and hard commitment and everything. And that's why when it was 2 seconds left in a basketball game, Kobe wanted the ball. Mm-hmm. Because he knew how hard his teammates did not work in those practices.
That's fair.
Now, isn't it Shaq who credits his career turning around?
Because 100%.
He came in and Kobe's doing this, and they were coming in from a night of drinking while he was going out.
Who was it?
Shaq, rather, yeah. Yeah, and that's why. So, to me, that's Kobe, and he's 1B behind Jordan for me, right? Because that's in my lifetime that I've seen, on TV and stuff. But man,
there's some amazing footage of Kobe guarding LeBron James in an All-Star game or something like that, but they took it serious.
Well,
and it was awesome.
They would, yeah.
And Kobe did not let him pass. Yeah. It was freaking awesome.
So, and there's more to it with the two-way play and everything. LeBron's just a one anyway, but right, so I'm not a basketball guy. No. At all. I can't play I can't hoop or shit. So I'm probably a good defenseman because I can just stand there and get in your way. But that's it.
You'd be late for the game.
That's right. Yeah. So there's a shot clock. What? There's a clock involved. 24 seconds. I'd be taking 30 the whole time. I'd be like, oh no, I got 30 seconds. What are you talking
3 seconds in the key. He'll spend 6.
Yeah, 3 seconds. No, that's 5, 6 seconds. Anyways, so that's my answer for that. So LeBron, hey man, great career. Time to hang him up because there's other kids wanting some shine, and you've had enough.
And I would ask this question, but it's rhetorical. Who left the better career if LeBron James retires at the end of this year? Marc-Andre Fleury or LeBron James? Marc-Andre Fleury, because the players that are with him love him.
That's right.
Players that are not even on his team love him. Kobe, Jordan, loved by everyone.
And Fleury, in his final year, probably 2 years, was coming in off the bench. He wasn't your starter. But he's still there. He's still the glue guy in the room and everything. That's why, like you say, his legacy will live on. Everybody's going to love LeBron because of the shoes and the glory and all this stuff. But, I think, in all honesty, Fleury had career, whatever. He only had 3 cups, where how many has LeBron won?
I don't know. I don't follow basketball that much.
Right.
I know he's won a couple.
But is it more than 3?
Is it not 2 with Miami and 2 with Cleveland?
Is it 4?
Okay. Is it 3 or 4? I'm not a basketball fan.
It's not Jordan numbers, but anyway.
Look at the difference in culture in basketball and hockey. Gretzky came into, see Ovechkin when he beat his record. Howe did the same. Guys, even though they're not part of the game, they're still revered and respected and show up.
Yeah, that's a good
Will
question.
we see
Did
that in
Jordan
basketball?
actually show up for LeBron's
He did.
when he beat his
sorry.
record? So Jordan had all-time
I
points,
think he
and
was there.
then LeBron beat it.
I think he was there.
He came.
I think he was. I'm not sure, but I feel like he might have been. I feel like he was. I feel like
he
because
must
that was a couple of years ago. That was a few years ago, I think.
I damn it know.
Yeah.
They
okay.
compared OV surpassing Gretzky, and he celebrated with his team, and then they juxtaposed it with LeBron surpassing Jordan, and he celebrated by himself.
Yeah. Color me surprised. So I guess we got. Well, if we're trying to keep it in an hour, we got about 20 minutes.
Well, let's move the conversation from
I heard that you couldn't score on John this week. Is that true?
I did hear this too.
Oh,
I damn it know.
He's upset.
No.
okay.
It was a good game.
You seemed kind of upset.
It was a good game.
Yeah,
That's not what you
but
told
to
me.
my credit, Joe did save my bacon there on one. There was one, I made the save. I look over,
it was-
Elliot's licking his chops, gives
nom,
me a
nom,
wink
nom,
and a
nom, nom,
nod, winds up,
No,
and
well.
Joe just gets his stick in the way and skates away with the puck.
Ooh,
So
Joe.
what-
Good
I
job,
think-
Joe.
I think if it wasn't for Joe, I think Elliot would have scored.
Listen, yes, I did not get my glory against John. He played well, man. Like I haven't seen you on the ice. Like you've probably been on for the last week or two, right?
That's twice I've been out now.
Yeah, like you didn't look like you missed a step, right? Like you looked pretty good in there. I didn't get many looks. However, I think when Joe came back for that puck, was that not after I put Hal's undergarments up in the rafters when I turned him inside out?
I don't know.
I can't remember if it was the same rush
What
or
did
not.
you do?
Anyway, I came in on one of the better guys, like one of the best guys out there, and just kind of looked left, moved right, and he looked left and went left, and it was pretty funny. He came up to me after, and he's like, "You slippery little shit." It was pretty funny, but no goals. I've got to work on my shot. I'm gonna come see you work on my shot. We're gonna film some
Content.
Yeah, you were supposed to come today
B-roll.
in the morning. I said morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Morning pucks and work,
You
and then
seem
afternoon
I
lunch.
don't like mornings on
You
days
seem
off.
surprised by
I
this.
don't like mornings on days off. Ask anybody I know. And then I had a
What is morning
massage.
Next
Next question.
1 o'clock p.m.
Next question.
Well, actually, it was about 2 o'clock. I think he called me and said I'm on my way.
See?
No, it's later than that.
Yeah, it was like 2:30.
Because it was after my
3.
appointment.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was like 3. So I had some stuff to take care of this morning.
Sleeping.
The dog.
The dog was probably sleeping too. Fuck.
Dog.
I know your
like
dog. He was sleeping.
Such a good boy. Shout out TJ, fucking.
TJ, you look like your owner. You act like your owner. You must be like your owner.
He's getting grayer than me, though. Oh, it's debatable.
Big news though. Whitecaps.
Damn, fill us in. I haven't
Finals.
heard anything about it.
CONCACAF
Dominated.
finals.
Yeah.
They destroyed Messi 3-1 last night.
Yeah.
Wow.
To advance to the finals for the CONCACAF.
Yeah.
So they beat them twice?
They beat them twice.
Wow.
Which is huge.
And I believe they are the only MLS team to beat Messi twice in the same season.
How old is Messi now?
Well,
I have no idea.
He's only been fucking here for
No, I know,
a cup
but
of coffee now.
I guess the Eastern teams maybe play Miami a few more times, like more than once.
Okay.
So no team has beat-
Whatever.
This is no,
Bags,
dude.
Messi, get out of here.
No.
Next up.
This is big.
I know.
This is
And
big.
now we're playing somebody out of Mexico, right?
We're playing someone out of Mexico with, if I'm not mistaken, with the potential to host the game here.
No, you said we were
No,
talking. I thought
it's
it was
not neutral. I thought
neutral
it was.
territory.
I thought it was neutral territory. It
What
is-
did we
it's
say
not.
neutral territory was? Like
LA?
Northern California.
Yes. Yeah.
Like not quite Washington, but like Northern California.
Yeah. So that is extremely big news.
Yeah, it's big. It's big for the city, for sure.
And if we get to host that, like the last time Messi came, it was a sellout crowd, 53-something thousand people.
Are you going to go?
I'm going. I'll go. You wouldn't want to go to watch that?
I definitely would.
Why don't all four of us go?
Because I don't know how much tickets are going to be.
Fuck it, who cares?
Sponsors! We need sponsors right now!
All right, Slapshot Alley's going to buy us tickets.
Yeah, well, hey, man, there we go. We'll film some commercials. But yeah, no, like it's big. It's huge. I love it because
it's going to be watched by all of North America,
yeah,
if not
100%,
the world.
100%. Yeah.
Right?
It's good.
This is big.
No, it's big.
Nobody gives a shit about the concave cup.
That's just because we're hockey fans deep
Brazil.
down. That's because we're hockey fans deep down. But no, this is a thing.
People care about the Premier League. That's what I hear, right?
Well, that's
the MLS is growing pretty big.
The thing is like
the MLS is where stars go to die. Like Beckham started it, right? And then
what would you say about Alphonso Davies? Who played?
Where is he playing?
He's playing in Bayern Munich.
Okay.
So he was from Alberta.
That's
Alberta. Got drafted by the Whitecaps.
He's a great player.
Made it to essentially the bigs.
Okay, so that makes sense.
That's the opposite.
He's not playing in the MLS because MLS is a shit league.
No, but yes, he was a Whitecap.
Okay.
And now he's on.
So he's
a New York
good
Yankee.
though now, right?
But he was good here.
Well, he was discovered here. What? Are you saying that a player is only good when they're 18 years old?
No. Like he was great here.
Yeah.
And played nationally and everything.
It was trying to debunk your theory
But
of people coming here to die. Like his career started in the MLS and it grew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's going both ways.
It's like the North American product and like what is pretty good. Like we're doing pretty good in the soccer world now. We're not like elite like the rest of us, Argentina and whatever. But like
it's getting better.
Yeah, so
definitely getting better.
But yeah, the MLS is big, and it's kind of a thing where even though you're cheering for Liverpool, you're not living in England. You're gonna go see the local guys, right? And our local guys are pretty fucking good. So if they're filling up the stadium, that's a good thing.
Let me tell you this.
So,
when was the last time you think the BC Lions filled up the stadium for a non-Grey Cup?
That's right, for a non-Grey Cup. Oof. Do you know the answer?
Doug Flutie.
No.
Oh,
I don't even
I think it's like this.
I don't even think it's
Doug
ever
Flutie.
Comments underneath the bottom. Yeah, it's got to be like
I don't think it's
25
ever
years
sold
ago.
out.
Sold out?
Sure it did.
Yeah.
For a Lions
whole
game.
Stadium.
53,000
Upper
people
bowl,
for a
lower
regular
bowl,
game.
all of the bowls.
I remember when I was young watching it.
Do you know that in the CFL, when they do a kickoff, the camera doesn't pan up to follow the ball because the camera doesn't want to see those empty fucking seats in the top deck?
I'm going to Google this shit right now. Listen, Mom, the swear jar is coming.
Oh. Bring your checkbooks.
When was the last time the Lions sold out BC Place in a non-playoff game?
What? That never happened.
I don't think it ever.
I don't think it's ever happened.
Well, we're gonna find out, or not.
And what's shocking is that now the Whitecaps are up for sale. There's rumor.
Griffins put them up.
Yeah. There's rumor that they are going to tear down Hastings Racetrack. It's going to be purchased by the P&E and BCLC are going to own the Whitecaps, and they're going to build a new stadium on top of the racetrack. Now, the only problem with that is, how the fuck are you getting to the stadium? Because there's no SkyTrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, it's perfect. You got a SkyTrain, you get off.
It's right at the highway.
It is off the highway, yes.
Yeah, so
you'd have to
that's
drive.
better than having to drive through the city.
Yeah. But like there's SkyTrain at Brentwood. So and another place, so you're one bus away from that stadium.
Yeah, you'd still have to take the
Brentwood's
bus.
not that close.
If I may bring up how ridiculously huge and unnecessary BC Place is.
And who?
What's the maximum? 80, right?
Really?
No,
I'll look it up. Because right here it says 55.
53,900 was the Whitecaps game or something.
Okay, because it says here the Lions, this is written in 24. This was last year. Lions could draw over 50,000 people for the second time in 33 years. So your answer is
last year?
No, the answer is I don't know what their number was eventually in
2024.
But it was September 30th in 2011.
That's not that bad.
So I mean, like, but that's 30 years.
What? 2011?
2011 is not 30
Well,
years
then what
ago.
the hell? No, that's not 30 years. What the fuck are they talking about?
Well, maybe from 2011.
Anyway.
It was 30 years since the last
Oh,
time.
yeah. That's probably what it was.
So what's that make it?
So, yeah, the answer is
81?
they're not doing so hot for attendance.
No.
But the Whitecaps, who used to play at Swangard Stadium, are now dominating. Like, that's the thing. Like, you always have to go back to. That's where it started. And I'm like you, where it's like Bush League bullshit. No.
I'll tell you.
It's a big deal now.
I'll tell you right now, I went to a game with my boss. He's a big Whitecaps fan.
Yeah.
He says, you've never been to a Whitecaps game? I said, no, I've never been to a Whitecaps game. He says, I'll tell you what, I'm taking you with me. He says, you're coming down to the pub and we're going to do the march. I said, what the fuck is the march?
March?
What the fuck is the march?
Here, put
So
this
I go
hood
down.
on.
We go down to the pub, have a couple of drinks.
Y'all lock arms.
An hour. I'll show you guys the video and the photos after. Go to the pub about an hour before kickoff. This
delete
fucking
that shit.
gathering starts outside the pub. There's megaphones, there's drums, there's smoke bombs. Everyone is like the fucking street's not even closed. It's closed now because we're fucking marching down it.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Soccer's got fans.
It does.
Yeah, man. Hooligans overseas.
I can't imagine what that march would look like for that championship game. It will be nuts.
Okay, here I am over here laughing, and not to take away this epic fucking march, but did you see or hear about the prank that was pulled on Manchester United?
No.
Yeah.
The flares?
That's funny.
The flares?
No, the phone call.
Oh, no, there's flares. So you know how they're always bringing flares and
Yeah.
smoke to the games over there? So it wasn't Chelsea, and I don't think it was Everton. And apologies, I forget the team
Liverpool?
that did it. No, because Liverpool's red. This team was blue. Like
Chelsea.
No, but it wasn't Chelsea. But there was. I think it was a bit of a smaller club. One of their fans sold a shit ton of those smoke
Flares.
But there was the other team's
but
color?
they were in blue. But they were wrapped as red, like, so you don't know.
Yeah.
So he swapped them. So yeah, they show.
who
There's
gives
a
a
clip
shit?
of the game where people are trying to like break as they're going. They're like burning hands and stuff because like they're trying to put them out. It's so good. Oh my god, whoever did that, you are a genius. That is so good. Yeah. And then, real quick, I think the last thing we can tie in here before we go is we didn't really talk about Toronto. We talked a lot about
Toronto advances.
Didn't you say in the last episode
I don't
that
want to.
all you fucking hear is Toronto?
Well, we should, because yes, they did beat Ottawa tonight.
I felt the curse
about it.
happening.
Okay, that's the show, guys.
I was trying to manifest it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you heard me. I was like,
Yeah.
Ottawa, just put it in God's hands. Just flip the puck at the net. And that's kind of what Perron did.
I was going to say, who did I say was going to tie it up?
Perron.
And sure as shit. It's unfortunately wasn't enough, but yeah, I mean, look.
Freaking Pacioretty. Pacioretty, of all people, the hero. Who would have guessed that?
The Senators.
It was close.
The Senators pushed, and I'm pretty proud of them. Like,
It was so close.
they
That would
took
have been
them
the
to
most
brink.
epic curse ever.
I just think
down
so.
3-0.
Who do they play now?
Oh, they got to play Florida.
So Florida.
Florida's
I
gonna
don't
fall.
see the Fab Four doing anything against anybody in Florida, especially so. Like, Florida is now designed to beat Toronto, especially because. Do you want to play against Marchand, Bennett, or what's the other guy?
I picked Toronto to go to the Stanley Cup.
Kachuk? Florida's the bigger, meaner team, and we've already kind of started to see some question marks in Toronto with some of the way that the first round went, that there's going to be some questions going into the second round that I think Florida's just going to stomp them out. I don't
Last
think they're gonna
year,
have it.
that Boston and Detroit didn't make the Stanley Cup, or the playoffs, was 1967.
The year the Leafs won the cup.
Yeah, and they only had to win
this
two, or
year.
they only won two series or three. No, it was three. They've never won more than 3 brackets.
All right, I love hating on Toronto more than anybody, but if they win the Stanley Cup this year, I will smile. It'll be funny. It'll be funny. I mean, like, all these little curses, and you said it yourself, didn't you? At least the curse will be broken, and we don't have to. Or no, you said it.
It wouldn't have been
Yeah,
me.
but then all your Illuminati stuff goes down the tube.
No, it didn't, because the actual Hockey Illuminati Instagram account has been conjuring all these coincidences.
Illuminati Instagram account.
Yeah, that guy, and he's actually getting quoted by the guys on Spitting Chicklets. Everybody knows him. He's popular. He comes up with all these little
Does he
equations.
show like power play videos of like, oh look, they're in the diamond fucking triangle?
He's got something to do with the NBA All-Star Game back in 1967 and how it coincides with this year and how Toronto's good. It was the colors, the blue and the white on the floor, something like that.
Fucking give it to me. I go Toronto on that bombshell. Let's Oh, I can't even pretend. I can't even pretend about it.
Oh, and Mitch Marner's dad is going to be
enough.
Mic'd up.
I can't pretend to care. Listen, everybody, if you liked our show, like and subscribe, and tune in for maybe next week. We'll argue more about Toronto.
Well, we should have left the building, baby.